Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yeah, man, late show, man. What, late? Just a late show. Yeah, welcome back to Cannon Fodder TV. We've got some transfer news, we've got some incomings, and we've got some outgoings. Yeah, no doubt you'll probably kind of figure that out. Yeah, from the thumbnail artwork. We've got a particular player who's finally left the building. How do I feel about him leaving? I'll tell you on the other side of this music intro. Yes, welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yeah, we are back in full effect. Slight slow start to the day. It took me a while to kind of get all the gears into motion, but we are here. We are live and direct. You can check me out, try me out. Just put a comment in the live chat. The live chat's just over there. I kind of keep forgetting which way. It's over here. But also come in, and click the like button. That is all you have to do. And if you want to interact on the latest poll question, look on the platform and you can see the latest poll question. I'm trying to remind myself, what was the latest poll question? I can't remember. It's been all those days ago. But yes, welcome back and join me. Join me in the new segments. I think we've got three parts of a whole on this one over here. It's going to be a short show because I want to just chill out and watch something on the TV with my missus, with my wife. Anyhow, let's get into this one. I've got to bear with me a second because the platform, the layout has kind of changed. So it's kind of thrown me off just a little bit, but we'll survive. We'll survive. So for the first news of the day is this gentleman has now left the building. Yes, Granit Xhaka, who is not, I repeat, not a legend, has finally left Arsenal. Bayer Leverkusen signed Swiss midfielder from Arsenal for a reported £21.4 million. Granit Xhaka has left Arsenal to join the German side in a €25 deal. The Swiss midfielder, 30, has signed a 5-year deal with Bayer Leverkusen. Listen. I've got to say this. £21 million for Granit Xhaka is a really, really good deal. Really, really good. Age 30 for that amount of money? I hope they know what they're letting themselves in for. Anyway, Granit Xhaka, who joined Arsenal in 2016, was briefly captain in 2019. He had a year left of his contract, but was expected to leave the club this summer. Arsenal are on the verge of signing Declan Rice in a British record, £105 million. But Granit Xhaka, in his career at Arsenal, scored 23 goals in 297 appearances, helping Arsenal to win the FA Cup twice for his runs up to the Premier League last season. He scored twice during the final game of the season in a 5-0 win over Wolves. By then it was too little too late, before being given a standing ovation as he was substituted later on. That was a stark contrast to an angry confrontation with Arsenal fans after being substituted against Crystal Palace. Do you remember that? October 2019, after which he admitted that he was close to leaving the club. That resulted in him being stripped of the captaincy just a month after he had been handed the armband by Unai Emery. Arsenal rejected a bid for €15, which is what was roughly £12.5 million for Xhaka for Roma in 2021. And later that summer, he signed a 1-year contract extension until 2024. Now, Xhaka previously spent 4 years playing in the Bundesliga for Borussia Mönchengladbach, who he left to join the Gunners for a reported £35 million 2016. Arsenal first team assistant, actually we'll get into that news just a little bit later on. But how do I feel about Granit Xhaka leaving the shores of Arsenal? How do I feel about that? I won't say I feel sad. For me, he's not a legend. Belatedly, he's become a fan favourite. Belatedly, I say that because you've got to remember, like the report says there, in 2019, remember when against Crystal Palace, what happened there? And that's going to be etched in my memory forever. And so I wouldn't say that he's a legend. Maybe lately a fan favorite, but I don't know. For me, he would always be the villain. The villain. Yeah, that's right. I said it. It's my opinion. Yeah. For you, yeah, a legend, but not for me. Not for me. And John Nagisa, I know he loves the X-Man, as we like to call Granit Xhaka, the X-Man, but not a fan favourite for me. But what I would like to say to Granit Xhaka, I wish you all the very best. And in those wishes there, I hope, now you return to the Bundesliga, that you can go there and play there with a sense of happiness and a sense of achievement. I did say that I could imagine Mikel Arteta begging Granit Xhaka to stay one more year, and the contract actually could have run until 2024, but he decided to leave. As most of us want to leave, whether we're in a job or a prized position, you want to leave when you're at the top, not when you're at the bottom. You've upset people. So, Granit Xhaka, again, I'm going to wish you and your family all the very best returning to Germany for the Bundesliga. And thank you for the latter part of your career, not the former part. Not the former part. So, Granit Xhaka for me, not, I repeat, not a legend. That's right, I said it. I imagine some people are going to get upset, but do I care? Do I care? No, 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 no. I don't really care. I don't care. So yeah, that's the first bit of news that we wanted to talk about. Just trying to remind myself what was the other bit of news. Ah, yes, the other bit of news. It's kind of breaking news actually. Get back onto serious stuff now. Yeah. First team assistant coach Steve Round has left the club by mutual agreement. I, I, I mean, I got this message actually beforehand from Emerson, who I believe. He joined Mikel Arteta's coaching staff when the Spaniard took charge in December 2019. Now, the 53-year-old, who had 2 years left on his contract, helped Arsenal win the FA Cup in the first season at the club, as well as winning the 2020 Community Shield. An experienced coach. Round was previously working with Middlesbrough, Derby County, Newcastle United, Man United, Everton, Aston Villa, as well as England national team. Now, in a message that was sent to the club's colleagues, Arsenal Sporting Director Gaspar thanked Round for his contribution over the last 4 years and wished him all the best for the future. So, Steve Round, I also want to echo those. See, like I said, there's a lot of these outs. There's outs, yeah. People, I will say fine leaving, but people leaving now. But I'm surprised actually. Steve Round left because he did. The report does say that he had still 2 more years left on his current contract. But again, wish him all the very, very best. So this one is an interesting one. Where is he? Um, Gabriel Jesus. It's an interesting one. Gabriel Jesus pinpoints the exact moment Arsenal lost the Premier League title race to Man City last season and insists we conceded a lot less with him. Right, okay. Well, rather than a lack of experience or a weaker mentality in the business end of the season, Jesus himself, a veteran of multiple league wins with City, insists that the loss of one of his teammates to injury played a crucial role. Now, speaking on the Denilson, does that name? Yeah, our very own Denilson. The Denilson show to the Eptimus World Cup winner. He admitted that the Gunners' previously solid defence began to leak goals more after William Saliba's back injury that ruled him out of the tail end of the campaign. When he plays, we concede few goals. When he doesn't play, the number of goals conceded increases. God damn me. The French defender played about 14 minutes of the Gunners' title tilt prior to March Europa League clash with Sporting Lisbon. They're keeping 12 clean sheets and losing just 3 times in Europe. Um, I think it's a bit churlish to say it was a fact that when Saliba played, Arsenal lost few. I mean, that is fact, yeah. But what about scoring more goals? Just score more goals. If you know you're going to concede some goals at the back, then score more goals rather than going on the ground, falling on the ground, and complaining to the referee, Gabriel Jesus. But yeah, I guess he's right. Yeah, Statistically, I'm surprised I said it with my false teeth. Statistically, yeah, we lost more games when William Saliba, um, yeah, wasn't playing because was injured. Yeah, and actually, there is some news, but I'm not gonna come with it today. There's some news about William Saliba signing on a dotted line, but I'll talk about that news tomorrow. I don't want to draw this show out. Yeah, sorry about that. A nice, short, sharp show. All right, and the last bit of news is about this gentleman here on the right, not the left, Wesley Schneider. But yeah, Dutch legend Wesley Schneider is worried that Jurgen Timber will struggle in the Premier League because he loses every header. That's what Wesley Snyder is saying, not me. Now, Timber is on the verge of completing a 38.7 move to Arsenal. Actually, it will rise to about 40 odd million pounds with add-ons. After winning several team and individual honours with Ajax, then you should stay where you are, mate. Stay where you are. I'm joking. The Gunners will pay 34.3 up front for the Netherlands international with a 34.3 million in add-ons. Now, Timber will become one of the smallest centre-backs in the Premier League. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it, man. Although Snyder thinks that Timber is a really good defender, he's concerned the incoming Arsenal star will struggle in the air against English football's biggest strikers. Timber is set to become the second smallest centre-back in the Premier League behind Lisandro Martinez at just 5'9". Martinez was also told he would struggle in the air, and that hasn't been a major issue for Manchester United, despite a difficult start. He's a smart lad and a really good defender, Snyder said, who plays 180 games for Ajax. He told Dutch TV show Veronica Offside, but he loses every header. And in England, against those wardrobes in the Premier League, that will be his downfall. Timber can also play as a right back, and is unclear whether Mikel Arteta will predominantly use him. He could replace Ben White at right back, or he could come in for Gabriel Magalhães or William Saliba in the centre back position. Like I said, I don't think it's got anything to do with it, man. If you know how to position yourself, it's not going to always be about headering the ball. If you're late, arriving there for the header, then so be it. But use your brain. Use this grey matter here. It's not always about headering the ball. In some critical areas, maybe at set pieces or corners or what have you, which is actually a set piece movement there, it might be very, very crucial. So what do? Like for like. You don't put a 5'10" player with a 6'5" attacker. Like for like. Tall with tall and short with short. It's as simple as that. And set piece specialists that we have at Arsenal, they should be drilling the players like for like. And I can't stand this zonal marking stuff, man. Man for man marking, like for like. And don't forget the back door. Anyhow, do you know what? These have been the new segments currently run on Canal 4 TV on this show over here. Yeah. And I'm wearing my Brazilian hat. Yeah, my wife was surprised I had this. It was bought for me many, many years ago. Yeah, before I met my wife. Anyhow, right. So that's it. Again, I would like you to come into what's happened to the live chat. The live chat's just disappeared. What's the live chat? Oh dearie me! I tell you what. Like I said. It's. Can I put them up? Oh, I can. I can. Right. Okay. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, they've just disappeared. I tell you what, the platform that I use to stream they've had an upgrade on this one, so it's just kind of thrown me off a little bit. So what do I need to do? Right, let me go right to the top. But also, we're going to check out the poll that we did 2 days ago now for the last time before I change the question. So the question has been, who is next? Get signing now. Who is next? So these are the 4 players that I chose personally. Those are my first 4 as an option, and we have received 1,300 votes. I tell you what, I don't know how we do it. I really don't know how we do it, but Thank you so very much. Thank you. So 1,300 votes, 4 comments, 27 likes. On 6% of the votes says Milinkovic Savic. I'm disappointed. On 16% of the votes, it says Lavia. On 80% of the votes, I've just been distracted by a phone call here. 18% of the votes has gone to Moises Caicedo. And actually, down 1% to 60% is Timber. Yeah, Timber. So it's going to be a short show because I've got to be on a business call in the next 8 minutes. So let me just quickly remove that out of the way. All right, and go into our Twitter feed very quickly and see if there's been any comments there thus far. Let's see, is anybody... No, nobody's retweeted that we are live. Live! I tell you, live! Okay. So, yeah. Let's go into the live chat for the first time. Evening Gunners, I can't believe our legend has gone. What are you talking about? It can't be Granit Xhaka. Not a legend. Not a legend. Colin Young, yeah, woo, woo, woo. And we got good cash for the first year of a decent player. Yahoo! Hoo, 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 timber. I'm going to be very careful. I don't want to upset my wife. Evening, John and Colin says Tiganosaurus. Tiganosaurus, good evening to you, fella. Hope you're well. Is Edu a legend for getting that money? No. He's just doing his job. You don't get legendary status for doing your job. Come on. Come on. Why is it so small? What's going on? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Oops, what's it saying here? Oh, my goodness. Is that better? I think that's a bit better. Yes, we need a number 9. Do we not have a number 9 in Gabriel Jesus? No? During the period of Xhaka, I think we were never in the Champions League. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I'm very surprised because I did say that Granit Xhaka is going to be staying, and I thought Mikel Arteta would have begged him to stay one more season. So I'm actually surprised that he did leave in the end. Hello, Tide. We have unloaded the luggage. Glad it ended nicely for him, but didn't care to see if he reverted to the guy we watched for 6 seasons. I'm saying nothing. Who's next out of the door? Oh, good question. I don't want to answer that question because it might upset some people. Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey might be the next one to leave. Edin Ketia, please, says Colin. No, I think it'll be Thomas Partey. This is a good news for Arsenal because X-Man was not going to get playing time because of Rice. Yes, I understand that. But as for squad depth, as a squad player, but not as a first teamer, but he's left now. He's left now. Cedric, please. Yes. Yeah. Cedric Suarez, holding please, Pepe for a bag of... I always fall for it, don't I? I always fall for it. Colin, this is a great list. Do you think 20 million between of all of them would be a good result? 20 million for only... No. I'm looking anything almost a 50 million pounds. I mean, Nico Pepe's still got some energy in the bag. I mean, personally, I wouldn't sell Rob Holding, but that's just my opinion. Who else you say? Eddie Nketiah. I mean, I wouldn't sell him, but only 20 million pounds. A pack of chips. Christian Smith goes on to say, Jesus himself needs to come from the bench because he hard to score. Not a prolific striker, is he? Not prolific enough. Yeah, you guys. With the exception of Pepe, if those guys are on the team, Arteta will play them. That is the biggest issue with them. Well, let's say with them, it's with the manager. You don't have to play those players, isn't it? Doesn't have to play them. Mario, good evening to you. Good evening, Alex. I like your cap. Thank you. I was just saying, actually, my wife didn't realize I had this cap. I had it. It wasn't hiding. It was just all amongst all my stuff. I had this before I met my wife many, many years ago. I'm not so happy with the decision, but it is what it is. Why not, Barbers? Barbers, good evening to you. Why not? He couldn't command a first team spot, and that's what we've been knocking on about. That when you look at the first team and you start to tinker and you put maybe other players in, you can see the drop off. It's astronomical, isn't it? Astronomical. It's quite glaring, the drop off. So Granit Xhaka would have been a squad player. So now we need to beef up the squad with players who you could probably say, oh well, he's a first teamer? No, he's a first teamer. You look at Man City, you're thinking, right, first of all, who's the captain? There's various players who you can say they're the captain. And when they make changes, there's almost no drop off. So that's what we're working our way towards. But Granit Xhaka was never going to be or command a first team once the deal was done for Rice Baby. Guys, unfortunately, just a few more because I have to wrap up very, very soon. Saliba injury last season seems to destabilise Gabriel at the back. What are your thoughts? Tyler, I've said that. I just kind of got the impression for someone who's so young was a calming effect on Gabriel Magalhães. Because Gabriel Magalhães can be quite hot-headed and make silly, rash decisions, which can cost us. But having a William Saliba beside him was a calming effect. And losing him, well, you saw what happened. Smash the like buttons, people. You slackers, a gentle smash. Gentle smash. How can you gently smash? Colin. Barbers, you have to be because it's good for the team. We need players that has all the quality. I grew tired. The entire team slid when Saliba went out. Some people like to scapegoat party, but was the whole squad. And I said that as much as, again, I'm not Thomas Partey's biggest fan. You can't lay all the blame on Thomas Partey. That's so unfair. It was more we win as a team. And it's funny when we lose, we like to point at certain players, isn't it? Martinez is short as well for a man. Yeah. I said that. I said that. At 5'9". How much will be for Granit Xhaka? It is 20. Let me quick get it here. I think it was 20. Was it 22 million pounds? 21 million pounds for Granit Xhaka, which is good business. Really, really good business for Granit Xhaka. Someone's over over the age of what? He's 30 now, isn't it? That was good business. Very, very good business. What are the reasons for zonal marking? Yeah. So whoever comes in your area, so your zone, you mark the person. I hate zonal marking. I hate it because you might end up like with having two people in your zone or your area that you have to mark, and it can be so confusing. I prefer man for man marking on set pieces. He is your guy. Mark that player. Nobody else. Man for man marking, not zonal marking. I hated that. Hated that. I hated. Thanks, Granit. All the best. Yeah, I did say that. Russ, I hope you're well. You have not mentioned on Reece Nelson signing a new full contract today. Emerson, I mentioned that yesterday. Yesterday's show, I mentioned that. Praying for the past, his medical for Leverkusen. That would be his greatest. Colin. Colin. Oh dear. Shane the party again. Me? No, I'm not. How am I shading it? I just said that it's unfair that people blame Thomas Partey for our demise last season. I said it's unfair. We win as a team and we lose as a team. But it's just very interesting that when we lose, we start pinpointing certain players. And I said that I said it the end of last season that people were blaming Thomas Partey. He made that silly error and it's unfair. How much? I'm not shading him. I'm not shading him. Saliba signs. Amen. Yes, we'll be talking about William Saliba tomorrow. Saliba. You know how I feel about the manager? I have to understand he is staying, unfortunately. Colin, behave yourself. Behave yourself. Tony Geezer, how's it going, man? Hope you well. I know a couple more weeks before we break up. Yeah, and I say my goodbyes forever to my school. I won't be going back there again, man. Anyway, and good evening to you, fella. Steve Round, Arsenal's coach, has left. Yes, I said that again at the top of the show. Still had 2 years left on his contract. He left by mutual consent. I thought he would have stayed. Balogun needs to start ahead of Gabriel Jesus. Who says that? Who said that? Glenn Marsh. I'll give you the live comment in the chat of the evening show so far. I completely agree with you. Now, some people might say, "Oh yeah, but Florian Balogun, he's not that good enough. He's probably a championship player." But we've not seen enough of him in the Premier League. 2 seasons ago, remember he started the first 2 games because there was COVID rampaging through the squad. 2 games, that's not enough. A good 15-game run for Balogun, and then for me, I can make my decision. But I completely agree with you. Completely agree. Xhaka left on good terms with the club and fans. Well done, especially with you, John Geezer. Sorry to say it was not mentioned yesterday. I'm not worried about that. IPA fully. Truth will. Oh, dear me. You troublemaker. You troublemaker. Do you know what? We have come to an end on this one. Again, I'm not sure. This new the platform, they made some changes, and I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. Come on, get it. Is it going to show? It's not going to show. Right, then it's going to have to be this one then. It's going to have to be that one then. There we go. All right. So we're finished on the show over here. I've got to make my way now to another a Zoom call, actually, a business Zoom call. But I will be back. I will be back tomorrow evening. Give me some more live news. Actually, not tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow morning. Yeah, because our school has decided to strike. Well, certain teachers have decided to strike. So I will give you a morning show and then an evening show. So how do you feel about that then? How do you feel about that? Anyhow, people, enjoy the remnants of your day. I've got to try and find where they've changed everything on this platform here. Goodness gracious me. So on the day that we find out that Granit Xhaka, aka the X-Man, is not a legend, has finally left Arsenal, we wish him all the best. For me, he'll be remembered as a villain. A villain. Yeah, not a legend. Maybe a fan favourite towards the end of his career at Arsenal, but for me, yeah, a villain. And yeah, Gabriel Jesus just saying that, oh, well, you know what, we lost it. Well, when William Saliba got injured. It's as simple as that. Okay, fair enough. Anyhow, people, we've come to an end. And this, people, has been Canon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.